our team call tonight. So tonight I wanted to give a little something extra to those of you that have been coaching with me for a while now, or it could be that you're new and you don't really know where to start. Okay, so tonight's call is something that I learned in Nashville while I was at Summit, and it's about creating your own brand and kind of figuring out what makes you unique and what makes you you, basically. This is something that I have always personally struggled with since becoming a coach myself. And so when the two people that actually gave this speech or this lesson, I guess, or this class, it was Bonnie Engel and Amy Silverman. So both of these two they're in the top 4 of the whole company. And so they really dug in deep and they shared their advice on how they've gotten to where they are and kind of where they're headed and how they got there. But their main thing was finding out who they were themselves and attracting people who are like them to this business that we're in. So I wanted to give you some tips on how to figure this out for yourself. And also I'm going to share a tip on how you know what to share with the Facebook world and your followers so that you can start growing a following and a team that is you. Okay, so sorry, I'm gonna move that. It's bugging me. All right, so to start off, I want you guys to think of things that attracted you to Beachbody. Okay, so for me, I was looking for a way to lose weight. I had tried multiple things before. I tried wraps, I tried going to the gym, I even tried Insanity, and none of those things worked for me personally. So find what attracted you to coaching. So the first thing was that one of my friends that I've grown to love and trust, she was the one that brought up coaching to me. And generally speaking, when she brings up an idea, it's something that I normally hop into because I tend to gravitate towards the same things that she does. So that for one, but I was also looking for a way to lose weight, and I was also looking for a way to get out of debt and to get out of working so that I could raise my kids at home. So those were all some things that drew me to the business. So what are some things that drew you to coaching and to Beachbody? Like, was it for the lifestyle? Was it for coaching, helping other people? Was it to have a discount? Was it to build financial freedom for yourselves? I want you guys to ask your guys this question, and if you haven't already done this, please pull out a sheet of paper and take notes, because I promise you, you're going to fill your pages full of lots of notes, and I will have you be doing some actual exercises as well throughout this call. So your first question that you need to answer is what attracted you to the business, right? We've already gone over that, okay? So now we're going to talk about how you're going to find you, how we're going to find your voice, how we're going to find what makes you unique and different, and how to transfer that into how to post and what to post on social media, okay? So this is where you need your sheet of paper. So you're going to pull out your sheet of paper, and I've done this myself too. In fact, mine is right here, actually. So what you're going to do is you're going to take out a sheet of paper right this second. And the first thing you're going to write down is the question, what is normal about me? So what that means is what is normal to you. So my normal is going to be different from anyone else's normal that's watching this recording. But my normal is I am a mom. Every day I wake up, I take care of my kids, I do laundry, I clean the house, I run my business. That is me. And I'm fine with that. But I want you guys to dig in a little bit deeper. Like like who are you? What makes you you? Maybe you like bold, bright colors. Maybe you love, for instance, I made a post last night on how I love popcorn and Diet Coke. And those are just the two things that I don't think I can ever give up. Yes, I can cut down immensely on how much I drink and eat of it, but those are two things that I absolutely love that I'm not willing to give up. So you want to write those things that are going to make you unique, okay? So this is going to be how you relate to other people. So this is where you're going to get post ideas, just so you guys know. All right, so the next question is, what have you overcome to get to where you are now? So for me, I have, when I did this exercise, actually, I was blown away by the things that I've overcome. For instance, I'll share with you guys, maybe, where is it? Okay, so here's my what's normal about me, okay? I work out with my kids every day. Not a lot of people can say that, and I can do it from my living room, okay? I love to spend time with my family. I love to organize. I have low testosterone levels. From what I hear, everybody says that I'm sweet and I'm caring and I'm genuine and I'm very passionate and self-motivated. And I love to clean. And I hate showering with my kids. And I really like my alone time. So that's kind of like who I am, okay? I have to have time to unwind at the end of the day every single day. I am very passionate, dedicated, determined. I'm reserved. I'm very happy and fun once you get to know me. I love my kids and I love my husband. I love being a mom. I am very loyal and I am very quiet, but I'm very confident. I like to think I'm organized. I like to get organized too. I also love teaching. That's something that I've always wanted to do, and now I get to do it, but I didn't have to get the teaching degree either. So some things that I overcame. So I just asked you guys, what have you overcome to get to where you are, okay? So I have overcome depression. I have overcome being abandoned as a kid by my mom and having my mom bounce in and out of my life. I've overcome my parents getting divorced as a child. I've overcome feelings of being selfish. I've also learned to confront others. I have learned and overcome the feelings of wanting to be accepted or needed. I have overcome the feelings of being ashamed. And I have overcome the feelings of my lack of purpose, that I felt like I had no purpose here. And I have overcome I've proven to myself that I can wake up early when I don't want to. I've also overcome being molested as a child by a close family member. I have overcome my lack of confidence. I didn't even honestly notice that until I was in Nashville and somebody commented from high school on how much more confident I have become since becoming a coach, and they commented on how much they love watching me. So those are things that I've overcome. Is I used to come up with excuses for everything in the book, and I don't do that anymore. I own up. I've been owning up a lot more to what I do. I used to be very shy and quiet. I have overcome, this is one of the big things, is I've overcome the feeling of trying to be somebody that I am not, but that others wanted me to be. And I did that because I wanted approval of others. And I realized when I was in Nashville that I can't keep doing that anymore. I have to be true to myself, and I have to be okay with who I am personally. And so all growing up, and why I've struggled so much, is because I felt like I haven't known who I am, and I felt like I kind of lost myself in trying to please everybody else around me. And so it's great to have the feeling that I do know somewhat of who I am, and it's fun to try to develop more of who I am and why I am here. Okay, so the next question is, what makes you special and what makes you unique? Okay, so here's some things on my list. Once again, write down while I'm reading off mine, maybe write down what makes you special and unique. Okay, I am a very loving, caring person. I love gymnastics, love it. I love family time. I'm very determined, and I have a deep love for my kids and my husband. I absolutely hate laundry. The first thing that I am going to do is when I start making enough money, when I can start paying other people to do things for me, that is going to be the first thing to go, is my laundry and my dishes. I hate both of those things. I organize when I'm stressed or when I'm angry. I work out for my mental clarity and to be happier. I coach because it calms me and makes me feel like I have purpose. And I love helping others. I like to cook. I like to create meal plans. I like to improve and make myself better every day. I like to challenge myself and push to those almost near impossible goals. I like to push myself. I love serving and helping other people. I love to have fun, and I love to act ridiculous. I have always loved and appreciated my dad. Through and through, I'm a daddy's girl. I am a very loyal person, but I also will tend to hold back when people start showing me that they aren't there or in it, and they aren't there for the long run. I like to be a hermit. That sounds really funny, but I love to just be in my house. I love to watch The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. I love watching, I guess, other people's drama without being in the drama. I like that kind of thing. I like to dress up on occasion. I love to dress up for my husband, and I love to dress up and feel pretty sometimes. I'm a very self-driven person. I'm very independent. I love Cafe Rio. If there's one thing that I've learned, is I absolutely love Cafe Rio, and I could probably eat there every single day, and I would not even feel remotely guilty about it either. So I do love Cafe Rio, and I love to do my own thing, but I have learned lately that I do like doing certain things with those people that I trust and that I feel like I get along with really well. Otherwise, I tend to just like to be by myself, and I do have to have my alone time. So that's just a little bit about who I am. Okay. So what makes you special and unique to the world? Are you a great writer? Maybe you love laundry. Maybe you love doing the dishes. Who knows? That's not my thing. Do you have a special childhood story that set you apart from everyone else? Make sure that you're choosing to be you and you aren't copying somebody else's story. So what I mean by that is I just spouted off a huge list of who I am as a person. And obviously, I'm sure that there's some things that you may agree with and some things that you don't, but you want to make sure that you're making it you and you aren't copying who I am, because if you start making posts geared towards who I am, then you're going to start attracting people like me and not people that are like you. So we want to make sure that we are making and creating our own content and attracting people that are like us and that we want to attract. Okay, so now the next thing is things that are going to make you figure out what to post and how to post it. So obviously I've put some pretty personal things in there, like being molested when I was younger and having my mom leave. So what I want you guys to do is these things that make you unique. One of my friends actually taught me how to do this, and I thought I had my, there it is. So what I want you to do is I want you to draw 2 big circles just like this. And I'll tell you what to write on the top of each circle. So you want to have them overlapping circles, okay? Because you're going to be writing stuff in these, okay? So on the top left-hand circle, I want you to write how to talk to others, okay? Or what you say to others, okay? Then on the right hand, the other side of the big circle, I want you to write your secrets, okay? So you're going to write any of your deepest, darkest secrets that maybe not even your husband or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your significant other doesn't even know about you. You're going to write all your dark secrets. And then in the middle is your best friend space. Okay, so these are things that you would share with your best friend. Okay, so, and you're going to come to find that when you start writing these, even since I've done this, some of the things that I wrote in my best friend space moved into what I talk to other people about. And some of those things from your secrets list are going to move to your best friend space. So what you're going to post about is those things in your best friend space, okay? And like I said, the more you share, you will start to open up more, and eventually you're going to have less and less secret space, okay? So you're going to have less and less secrets, but you want to make sure that you're sharing those things that you would share with your best friend. And some things you may not feel comfortable sharing, but those things that you do talk to your best friend about, those are things that you should be sharing, because those are what's going to make you more relatable to other people, and it's going to drive you, and it's going to start this connection with other people that are just like you. Okay, so we want to make sure that we're sharing those best friend things. And like I said, if you aren't ready to share your secrets, maybe the more of the best friend stuff that you share, you'll slowly start creeping into your secret space, because that's what I did. For a long time, I didn't talk to anybody about being molested, but eventually my best friend space grew bigger and bigger to where eventually I ended up dealing with that problem that I'd buried since I was a freshman in high school. And you guys are going to find that coaching is going to start becoming therapy to you almost. It is for me anyways. And so those are the things you want to share, is what you would share with your best friend. So how do you now go about sharing those things with other people? Okay, so we don't want to be salesy, right? At least I don't want to be salesy. I'm pretty sure that you don't want to be salesy either. So we want to make sure that we are making our posts fun. So if there is a quote that you absolutely love, great. Do not save that same exact image and post it on your wall with no explanation. Make sure that when you find a quote that you like, find a picture of yourself or of your kids or something that has to do with the quote that you're talking about. Maybe put the quote in text over top of it. And some apps that I use, so the one app that I use all the time on my phone is Photofy, and that's PHOTOFY. Okay, and that is one of the things that I use to make posts or text with posts. There's a few other ones. You guys can Google some more ideas, but that's just the one that I use. A lot of people like Pick Play Post for videos. I use Perfect Video. I think I paid $2 to get that paid for. So anyways, there's those different things that you can do. Okay, so what are you going to post now, right? So now that's what the question is going to be, okay? So when you go to post, one thing that I love that they shared is you want to walk around your house, or you want to post what you would walk around your house and say. So let's say your best friend was sitting right next to you. You want to post exactly how you would be talking to your best friend. So how you can practice that, and how they shared how to practice this, is by, before you post, use Siri or your talk text and talk into your phone like you were talking to your best friend. And then obviously you're going to want to check it to make sure there's no weird things, but make sure it makes sense and then post it, okay? Don't overthink your posts, because for instance, me, I spell things wrong all the time. Like, I suck at spelling. And so it's something that everyone's always pointed out to me is, hey, you spelled this wrong. Or, hey, you need to edit this to fix this. And I realized that that's just how I am. So you're going to find that you're going to want to word things that make it yours. Okay, so your posts are going to be what you do every day. So your things that make you unique. So for instance, one post that I did a while ago is a laundry post. And obviously, if you aren't a stay-at-home mom, this probably won't relate to you. If you don't want to attract stay-at-home moms, then this you probably won't want to use either. But there was one day that I was listening to personal development in my headphones while I was folding laundry. And I actually do this quite often. But this one day I decided to take a picture of it and make a post. So I did. I took a picture of my pile of laundry on my couch, and I said, well, I said something along the lines of, as crappy as it is to have to fold this thing of laundry, I'm glad I have this book that I'm listening to help build my mind and strengthen my mind. So things like that. And obviously you're going to know how you're going to say it, or kind of what you want to say. But just realize when you post these things, guys, they don't have to be perfect. Just as long as you're getting the general idea across and you're truly showing that you care. Another thing that people really like is recipes. So things like what you wear, like share the shops that you guys get your clothes from. Share your shoes, where you got your shoes from. Share where you like to get your groceries. Things like that that we overlook, those are things that we should be posting. All right, so the next thing is how to make first-rate posts, okay? So you need to make sure, so to make these first-rated or top posts, you need to make sure that there's a picture of you in all your posts, or your kids, or whatever. We already kind of talked about this, like with the quote thing. You want to make sure that you're in the picture because it's you that's talking about it. And so in order for it to be relatable, you want to make sure that you have you in the picture, okay? Make sure that it aligns with your sneak peek as to what you do as coach. So, or clean eating group or whatever. So maybe you have a picture of a meal that you made and it's 21 Day Fix approved. So you make a post on your next clean eating group that you're going to incorporate the 21 Day Fix. However you want to do that, just make sure it relates to what you're posting, okay? So the one thing that I loved that they shared is you want to make people curious with your posts. So you don't want to come out and say, hey, I'm drinking the Shakeology, or here's my link, please order, or do, for instance, I've seen, or one thing that they shared is I'm guilty of this as well. When I first started as a coach, I take a picture of the challenge pack picture and they say, hey, this is on sale this month. Contact me if you're interested, right? Nobody's going to get it. But if you have a picture of yourself or your kids, it's going to reach way more people than if you don't, okay? So make sure that you aren't being salesy, but you're making people curious with what you're doing. So half the time now, I don't even post what I'm doing. I just share I got my workout in, and then those are some of the jabs, and then eventually you're going to present the open challenge group invite or that open coach opportunity. So you want to make sure that you're just breadcrumbing information and then you get them back later, okay? So what do you need to do to grow your tribe or your business or your niche market, okay? You're going to hear all those different types of verbiage, so you might as well get used to it now. So you need to be consistent. So consistent with the vital behaviors, consistent with your posts, consistent with your workouts and Shakeology. You have to be consistent so people know that you are reliable. The next thing is you want to make sure that when you're posting, like we already talked about this, but when you post, you want to make sure that you're posting like you're talking to your best friend, okay? Because that's going to attract your best friend to you, okay? You cannot be afraid to talk about work and the gritty details of it, okay? So you can't be afraid to share about coaching and how it's helped you and how sometimes it's hard. We need to make sure that we're sharing that, because if we aren't, then it's making us feel not as relatable and it's making us seem not as human when we all struggle. I struggle. I've been struggling the past week, and it's normal. It's normal to struggle. It's normal to have ups and downs in this business. We all know that. But we need to make sure that we're sharing our struggles as well as our strengths. Okay? All right. So, once again, the things that I want you to write down and answer, we're kind of just going to wrap up the call right now. The first question is, where were you before Beachbody came about? So you want to make sure that you're sharing where you were before you came in to learn about Beachbody, coaching opportunity of the products. Make sure that you write down who you were and why you became a coach. Okay? The second one, or the second thing I want you guys to do is audit your Facebook. So I want you to go through and look at your images and see if your posts are salesy, and if they are super salesy, like if you have a picture of a challenge pack picture, please delete it. If you have a link laying around, like an open link to your website, delete it. They taught us there that we want to build curiosity so people come to you so you can better help them and dig into their reason of why they want to do it, instead of just selling them something. Because a lot of times when we post our link open in the Facebook universe or Twitter or whatever you decide to do, a lot of times when we throw that out there, somebody, yes, may initially buy product, but if they don't have you there as their coach to help them succeed, then they're going to let that program collect dust on the shelf and they aren't going to go anywhere with it. So we want to make sure that we're auditing our own Facebook pages. And if you would like me to go and audit your Facebook page, please comment below or send me a private message on Facebook, and I would gladly go through and audit your Facebook page. Okay? When you take your pictures, you want to make sure that you are getting a picture of your face, your body. You need to make sure that your face and your hands and your body are all in one picture. We learned something from the Ignite Nashville that Miguel Carrasco shared. His guest speaker actually shared. She reads people for a living, and she talks about how when people can visually see your eyes and your hands in the picture, they're more apt to trust you. Because I don't know about you guys, but if you hide your hands behind your back, you're curious as to what's behind there or what they're trying to hide. So if you have your hands in front of you all times, it makes that curiosity go away and it makes them feel more safe. So you need to make sure, even when we post videos or when we post just pictures in general on Facebook or Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever, we need to make sure that we're showing our body so that people aren't wondering where things are. And you'll notice that you're going to get more likes and comments when you do that as well. I've noticed that since I got back from Nashville, actually. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is if you haven't looked through your social media, or you haven't had somebody else look through your social media, for my personally sponsored coaches, I'm gonna just go through and I'm just gonna check everyone's. But if you're watching this recording later and you would like me to go ahead and audit your Facebook page, please send me a message and I'd be more than willing to go through and critique a few of your posts. So then what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to create a post on overcoming some struggle or obstacle that you had before that Beachbody's helped you overcome, or being a coach has helped you overcome. So I'll be watching for that post. But you want to make sure too that you're posting 3 to 5 pictures a day. The reason why is the more you pop up and show up in people's news feeds, the more they're paying attention to your story. So those are my tips that I wanted to leave with you guys. I hope everybody is having a fabulous Wednesday, and I hope that everybody learned something. And don't forget to answer those questions. And I hope that this video helps you guys start seeing more success and helps you define what makes you different and unique. Because out of the sea of 450,000 coaches that we have, it's nice to know where you're going to fit in and how you're going to make this work for yourself. So that's all I have for you guys tonight, but I want to thank you guys for hopping on, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks.